color. Vibes.
Hiya! Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my wonderful people filled with greatness. Your girl's back at it with some more Cafe Unshot. So, of course, last time we left off with chapter 2, it actually didn't end that bad. So, moving along into chapter 3, we are going to hopefully find out still how, I think we did find out how she became a non-human. Yes, we did. Now we need to find out if we can turn her back into a human. So let's begin with the nice ambiance at the tail end of chapter 2, right into chapter 3. Back to my perspective. Oh yeah, that's right. See, I forgot all about the date. Let's go out on a date. A few days have passed since Mr. Rindo's sudden invitation. And now I'm sitting in the passenger seat in Mr. Rindo's car. That's for me. I can't stop myself from looking at Mr. Rindo driving the car with his cool shades on. Look at this guy. It isn't so hard for me to strike up a conversation when we're at Unshot, but I can't seem to get myself to talk to him. That's for me. This feels so weird. More that's for me. But it does feel a bit awkward sitting here like this. I mean, being with you is... That's for me. A date. That word coming out of Mr. Rindo is the very reason why I'm like this. Mind you, I am a girl. It just feels really weird to be with him on a date like this. Not to mention, his serious tone back then isn't helping. That's me. I felt like I wasn't getting the full story. Then again, he was looking straight into my eyes. I doubt any girl can refuse such a... Really? I'm sorry. So let me repeat. I doubt any girl can refuse such a sweet smile so close to your face. Well, I can't. Get the freak out my face. Well, he is a lot older, so maybe he just said it without much of this being a date. It's a pretty big deal to me, though. It's such a big deal that I kept trying to find the perfect clothes to wear today. But wearing something special for today felt like I was looking too forward to it, so I ended up wearing my everyday clothes. But... this guy. Stop noticing little small stuff like that. But thank you. That's for me, exclamation point. A girl loves when a guy pays attention, especially to the small details, especially when you get your nails done, or if you change your hair, or even if you change your purse. Guys, take note. And I'm not sexist, whatever gender you like. Just take notice of the other person. I feel my heart jump as he took notice of the one part that I figured I should prep for today. What is it? I can see what this is. This guy's gonna get me trying to get my heart racing in real life. You're not getting past my defenses, Rindo. Well, he's getting there a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, I let out a chuckle. To be honest, they did sort of interrogate me. A personal alarm? I love my monsieur. Oh, my monsieur. That's a bit aggressive, isn't it? But two, though, that's why I'm dying. Not two, he's just the angelic man. Well, I should say person. I don't know if angels have a gender. No. I love my men. I don't like where this is heading. Where's my first scenario, hubby? What has Kanas got to say? Kanas, not you too. My Kanas, oh. I'd actually freak out if I found you following me like that. There you have it. They were willing to let me leave on my own in the end. But their care is more like treating me like some kind of kid. They were like overly cautious parents trying to warn their kid of all the threats in the world before their first day of school. Huh? Where are we going? Huh? But really? Come to think of it, I don't even know where we're headed yet. No, you didn't. But the way he's dressed seems like we're maybe going out to eat. I love me some food. I love walking around the park though. I love eating and walking around the park. So, where are we going? Out to eat. Mr. Rindo lets out a childish smile as we make a turn. I bet he's purposely trying to hide where we're headed. I wonder where we're going. Ooh, yeah, I said restaurant. Oh my god, y'all know I gotta say. Because I'm gonna do all three of them things. Okay. Alright, so let's see. So I'm gonna choose theme park first. Where would he take me? I'm not sure since I haven't gone on many dates before. What I would do personally, yes, I already know. Well then, that's for me. Maybe a theme park. Like, we would just spend our time there, people watching and going on the rides. For our next date, so that wasn't it. What? You tricked me into telling you that. So it has to be the restaurant then. Where are we going? I anxiously wait for another 5 or so minutes before we finally arrive. Oh, okay, let me do the next one. Huh? Where are we? We take the elevator to the top floor, then walk down a lavish-looking hallway that leads me to a door. Inside is a white-walled room. I know this dude ain't take me to his place. The room is minimalistic in its decor. A sofa, some plants to color the room, and not much else. Could this place be... Boy, you was not about to get far with me. Well, hopefully she don't let him get far. Okay, so let me go ahead and load up. Alright, so next I'm gonna choose... I mean, he's gonna take me... We're already driving, so I guess I'll choose this. I bet you're just aimlessly driving around without much thought. That's not bad. I wouldn't think that's a bad date. You know, that actually sounds pretty fun. Dang. Yeah, I know, because we just probably gonna all end up, we're probably still gonna end up at this dude's home anyway. Okay, so go ahead and load up the next one. So we'll just end it off with restaurant then. A place where an adult like Mr. Rindo would take a girl out on a date. Maybe... Is it that restaurant you took me to all the way? Oh, we did do that in chapter, like, I forget, one of those main chapters, chapters 1 through 8. Dang. My goodness. Because I know not the theme park. A casual drive seems like he was really feeling that. So I might have to choose that one. Because we already did this one. In a theme park, he was like that. But the casual drive, he was like, hey, that's not a bad idea. So I'm going to go back and choose that one. But yeah, is it that restaurant you took me to all the way up in that building? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go back and choose that one. Yeah. Sometimes there's little clues, paying attention, that lets you know exactly what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna skip it this time. I'm not gonna reread it. I want to say this part again. Huh? Where are we? We take the elevator to the top floor, then walk down a lavish-looking hallway that leads me to a door. And we're right back here inside a white-walled room. The room is minimalistic in its decor, a sofa, some plants to color the room, and not much else. Could this place be by design? Right, dots from me. More dots. Huh? You live here? Of course he does. He make that bank at the GPM. According to Mr. Rindo, he lives in this luxury apartment, which is located only 15 minutes from the GPM headquarters. That's how you be an adult. You got to make sure you live close to your, or at least within a good distance from your job. But I don't got to worry about that. I can see the business buildings around Shinjuku from here. I bet this place is really expensive. I'm sure it was probably like 2,000, probably 3 looking at just this little scene. I ain't gonna lie. The train station is nearby too. This is a really nice place. Same with me. I love my place right next to the train station. But why did you bring me here? I thought we were out on a date. This guy just wants some easy access. A home date? This is something I never expected to experience in my life. Ever. I see. Oh, right. I'm fine with whatever. I go ahead and take a seat on his sofa. There isn't much for me to do now. I simply sit and look around the room like a curious kitten. That's me. This place is so huge. That's about all I can think of. Come to think of it, besides Tu and Canas, I think this is the first time I've stepped into a guy's room. On top of that, I'm here on a date with a bachelor. That's from me. More that's from me. Now that I've had the time to digest the situation, wait a sec. This is really awkward. Right? Several dots and exclamation point for me. A reply comes from the kitchen to respond to my words that spilled out from me. I hurriedly nod in the empty room. Yes, I mean, I know this is your place, but I am intruding in your home. I know he means well, but it really isn't helping. I don't have anything to do, so I'm kind of bored, but I can't just wander around the place. And so I decide to imagine how Mr. Rindo spends his time here. That's for me. He's done with work and comes home. He takes his suit off over there. He washes his hands and grabs a small bite before sitting down on this sofa. Dots from me. More dots from me. Oh, that's right. I'm sitting on his sofa now. Another more set of dots from me. This is a lot more embarrassing than I thought. I then begin to notice something odd about this place, or rather, his home. This room is too clean. It's like a showroom. I'm not sure if I'm looking at this right, but I don't see anything here that represents Mr. Rindo as a person. I wonder what Mr. Rindo does in his spare time. I guess it's entirely possible that he's a minimalist and likes his place sparkling clean. I wish I could get my place sparkling clean, but it's a place. It's well lived in. Based on what I know, I think he enjoys driving, or maybe he likes watching movies. He probably reads a lot of books too. Honestly, it's so much easier to read Two's room than this place. I know, because Two's room is almost like mine. I just have a lot of posters of anime and different things that interest me. Monsieur also said that Mr. Rindo keeps secrets, so I doubt the others know about his place here. Oh wait, Grandpa must have known this place. Mr. Rindo comes back from the kitchen as I continue eyeing his home curiously. Thank you. As I lift my cup to take a sip, I decide to ask him what's been on my mind. Mr. Rindo, your house is so clean. It's almost like you haven't used this place. He did let me know earlier, but making small talk. Mr. Rindo nods in response. You requested cleaning? Is he talking about a housekeeper? Then suddenly, is this Mikado or is that Q? What was that sound? Huh? I hear a voice coming from another room. I freeze in place out of fear. My mind starts racing once I see Mr. Rindo go into the other room. Clean? Introduce? I'm sure I heard a voice. The voice was high-pitched, which means more dots for me. Some more dots for me. I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but I look at the room expecting a girl to appear. I'm interested in his lifestyle, but unlike the others I live with, I don't know anything about his daily life. I simply thought he was a single man when I came here, but I haven't really confirmed for a fact whether Mr. Rindo really is single or not. Could it be? I'm not sure if it's a right comparison, but Mikado did have a girlfriend, so maybe Mr. Rindo has one too. I recall he didn't really say much when I asked him whether he was popular with the girls back when we took that walk. Dots for me. More dots for me. Some more dots and an exclamation point. Yes. I jump at his appearance. I stand up from the sofa and quickly turn around to find... Yes, it's me from the end of chapter 8. Well, all throughout chapter 8, really. Huh? You're that one from Amasaki Island! A familiar figure jumps onto me upon recognizing who I am. It's that non-human from the island, Akure. Why is Akure here? No, wait. I slowly turn my head toward Mr. Rindo standing next to me as I try to wrap my head around all of this. Who is he? She? That's in a question mark for Mr. Rindo. Is she your wife? Mr. Rindo's face. He's like, how the freak dare you? I need to hear his voice. That was freaking funny as heck. Wow, they can clean. I need me to get a couple of those. So cute. According to Mr. Rindo, the incident that occurred at Amasaki Island was so huge that he needed to explain to others what happened. So he had one of the Kure come with him to help with the explanation. He was planning on having him stay at the GPM, but he wasn't let in due to circumstances. So Mr. Rindo housed and cared for him until the GPM correspondence concluded. Unbelievable. Huh? I guess that makes sense. So the reason why we're having a date here is so that I can meet him in person? I look toward Mr. Rindo only to find he is staring back at me. Shoot.
この子がいてくれる今なら君の緊張も和らぐだろうし彼もお礼が許し一石二鳥かな
Just a moment, you guys. I'm back. I see, but it wouldn't have hurt for you to just tell me that.
そこはほら、僕の誘いに君がどんな反応をしてくれるか、やっぱり気になるからさ。
He smiles at me childishly as if he was enjoying this wild ride. I guess the way he can laugh off what's going on is what makes him who he is. Oh, I missed you too, Kare. He extends his shivering hand to me for a handshake. I extend my pointer finger in response. You're welcome. He grabs my finger and shakes his hand vigorously. How are the other Kures doing? That's good to hear. I heard how things were going from Mr. Rindo, but I was worried since my parents' home was around there too. So, I know it's odd to ask now, but can I get your name? Not knowing his name is a bit inconvenient, but he simply shakes his head in response. Huh? Really?
彼らは特にこう区別しないらしくてね。でも名前がないのも不便だから GPM ではナンバリングさせてもらってるよ。
Code name, Kids Next Door. It makes them sound like they're lab rats. So, what's his code name? Kids Next Door name then? I know, I can't say code name without saying that. My Generation, the last show that was ever good on Cartoon Network. Repeating. So, what's his code name then?
10番だね。
Code 10. Well, Can I just call you Tin then?
ああ、なるほど。10だから店長ね。
Might as well call on the 10 Commandments. Hey, you better not think that it's cliche or something, Mr. Rindo. I recall his reaction back when Kurobo was named.
そんなこと言わないよ。店長。いい名前じゃないか。
はい、自分は気に入ったであります。
Really? Well, good to know. It's a relief knowing he likes the name. He likes that name, I guess. I let out a sigh of relief, to which Mr. Rindo claps his hands together.
あ、お茶冷めちゃったかな。他にも話したいことがあるし、ひとまず一息入れてからにしようか。
あ、リンド、自分はホットワインが飲みたいであります。
Hot wine. I gotta see. A type of alcoholic beverage made by fermenting grape juice. However, a cafe cannot legally serve alcohol without a full restaurant business permit. But I know wine, of course. But he said hot wine.
グルメだな。了解。
Y'all let me know. I never had a hot wine before. Like, is it warmed up? Is it just the name of a brand of wine? I'd like to know, because I sure have been getting a little bit into my wine. I like the Cabernet Sauvignon better, but the Pinot Grigio is okay with pasta or like a pizza with white pizza sauce though. Mr. Rindo reaches down to clear the table of the cold tea. Oh, do you mind if I help? He gladly accepts my offer. This is much better than me simply sitting here doing nothing. I step into the kitchen area and it is something spectacular. The kitchen is breathtaking as expected from this place. But there's nothing here. The kitchen is very spacious, but that only made it easier to notice how barren it is. No spices, no spice. What's that? You got some salt and pepper, but yeah, you need to have some McCormick. You need some bay leaves. You need some seasoned salt. You need some thyme. You need some rosemary. You need some parsley. Yeah, you can tell I get down. So no spices, no dishes, nothing. No nothing. No nada. Zip. Zilts. All that. I don't see any pots, pans, knives, plates, anything. How do you cook with nothing in here? It's easy. That do takeout.
食事は基本外で済ませてるから、それこそ君のお店とかさ。
As expected. But what if you want to eat at home, like maybe breakfast?
そういう時は我慢して寝るし、朝はいつも面倒だから食べてないね。
How dare you skip the most important meal of the day? Although they say you should consolidate. I said consolidate. You should eat a later breakfast, like basically a brunch instead of a breakfast. I like my eggs and waffles and pancakes and French toast, so I'm a breakfast person all day, every day. Huh? Really? I always saw Mr. Rindo as a well-organized adult, but this is unexpected.
忙しい時は一日何も食べなかったり、栄養ドリンクとかで済ませちゃうかな。今日も朝はゼリーだったし。
Yeah, you could do that. A protein shake will work too.
ああ、でも料理ができないわけじゃないよ。昔結構料理に熱があった時期があってさ、普通よりはうまいって自覚はあるんだ。
Oh, really? What you about to cook? Some sketty? Y'all, he about to make some sketty. Huh? He knows how to cook, but he chooses not to. Definitely not something I do. Eating outside is good, but I think food you prepare for yourself is more enjoyable since you know how you like it.
まあそれもわかるけどね。僕は意外とズボラなんだよ。
Mr. Rindo brings out a can of fresh tea leaves. He suddenly stops moving.
そうだ。あと1時間もしないでお昼になるし。昼ご飯一緒に作ろうか。
Let's make BLTs. And so, now I'm out with Mr. Rindo buying food and cooking utensils for our lunch. This is the same place me and Connors and Ignis be walking. What? Y'all, I know. But why I just noticed that some of the scenes are fairly the same, like they're reused. It's no big issue, but I just now noticed it. But
こちらのデザイン実はペアものでしてカップルさんにとってもおすすめですよ。お二人いかがですか？
couple?
そうなんですか。じゃあこのペアのデザインのやつせっかくなんでお願いします。
ありがとうございます。
Just a second. Because your girl cooking too in real life. Yeah, I'm just making sure because I got some ham hocks, I got some turkey wings with some great northern beans with some onions and some garlic and some bay leaves, and like I said, that thyme and parsley comes in later on as a garnish, and I'm making that with some roasted sweet potatoes and some jalapeno cheddar corn muffins. So yes, your girl is cooking, and I'm just making sure that it will still be okay because I had that put on at 9 a.m. and it's going. So I want to make sure that it can last for up to 10 hours because I'm gonna slow cook it for that long. So back to this. Mr. Rindo isn't denying we're couples. Well, correcting the salesperson of our relationship isn't going to change anything, but I can't believe the salesperson's words didn't faze him at all. Pretty awkward if you ask me. That's for me. I sneak a peek at his face, but he looks calm as usual. Maybe it's just me getting caught up with the small details, or maybe it's because he's an adult. The very fact that I'm bothered by his reaction and how he can keep his cool is so frustrating.
何か言った？
Nothing at all. I mean, the age gap between us is pretty huge, but we still look like a couple to others. Well, yeah, because that's true. Like, because all the other non-humans look young as heck. I guess maybe two may look the same, not the same, but like he may have, I guess, an older brother feel to him. Maybe Connors too, but he ain't got no face, he ain't got no head, so you can't really tell. But he kind of has a grown man bottom half, so yeah. I tilt my head as I keep thinking about it. I suddenly take notice of a mirror in the shop that reflects us standing together, and y'all already know. Oh, cuteness. The salesperson is wrapping the dishes. Mr. Rindo is talking to him casually. I'm standing there looking at the mirror. I can tell through the reflection that we aren't the same age, but he doesn't look like my father or brother. That's for me. Of course, we don't look alike, but Mr. Rindo's youthful appearance is probably why we don't look related. Particularly, he's wearing his hair down and is dressed casually, which is making him look way younger than expected. I guess I can't blame the salesperson for mistaking us from a couple. Nah, it's a sales technique. They always do that. They try to get the guy to buy you something, knowing that you're probably not even a couple. Those sneaky darn salespeople. I wonder what Mr. Rindo's thoughts are of being mistaken as a couple. Folks like Monsieur and the other non-humans have lived decades. They probably don't even count exactly how old they are already. But Mr. Rindo is a human. Maybe he sees me as a kid or even his younger sister. Dots. More dots. Even more dots. Dang, 3 sets of dots? This is so weird. I can't seem to explain this stuffy feeling I'm overcome with. I'm stuck wondering what this feeling is that's pulsing within me.
よし、次は食材だね。
My favorite topic. Oh, yes. Before I knew it, Mr. Rindo has finished paying for the dishes and beckons me to follow him outside. I look back at the mirror behind me. I see Mr. Rindo and myself. I feel a subtle yet sharp pain run through me. It's now close to lunchtime. We finished buying all the groceries and supplies we need to start cooking. We're now ready to cook. Aw. Mr. Rindo, that's quite something. You already know. Yeah. Cuteness overload. What's that? Look like some baguettes. We got the olive oil. You got the salad. You got some tomatoes. Look like some, I don't know what that purple stuff is. But I see some tomatoes on the baguettes and maybe some parsley. Heck yeah. I look at his cooking skills as I work on some of the ingredients. He's a lot more skilled than I thought he would be.
料理ができる男はモテるとか思ってた頃があってね。僕としては青臭い過去の副産物なんだけど、君に褒めてもらえるならよかった。
We continue talking idly as the preparations continue.
胡椒取ってもらえる？
And he know how to season? Yep, it's over. Here you go.
ありがとう。
Not just saying that black pepper is seasoning. He got to add some more. Some garlic pepper, some seasoning salt, some regular salt. And then you wonder why he got such high blood pressure. Seeing his warm smile is making me smile too. Nothing. I just thought you looked like you're having fun. He shrugs as if he doesn't notice it himself as he works on the recipe.
まあ、今日はさ、特別だ。やっぱり作る相手がいるイメージやる気も変わってくるしね。
Shoot to chew that. So, oh, you mean me. It's great to hear that from him. That said, I doubt he means anything by it, but hearing him say special is making it hard for me to hold back my smile. Hold your horses, Tin.
はいはい。それじゃあ追加でカルパッチョでも作ろうか。
He opens the olive oil we just bought, and before I knew it, the I forgot already. I really did. That quick. That should look good. Made of meat, fish, thinly sliced or pounded thin and served raw, typically as an appetizer. So, hold on just a second. Carpaccio. That's how you pronounce it. I'm starting to think that Mr. Rindo is a better cook than I am. I'm anxious knowing he's a better cook than me, not just as a person, but as a cook at Enchant. Then again, seeing Mr. Rindo having fun cooking is bringing a smile to my face. Soon after, we finish our lunch and now we're sipping on our drinks as we begin talking amongst ourselves. Before we knew it, it was getting dark outside.
いいな。なんだか久しぶりにのんびりした休日って感じだよ。
Same here.
そんなの気にしないで。だってほら、そこにくつろぐどころじゃないのが約1名。
最高の一日でありました。
Maybe it's just me, but Tin looks kind of drunk.
酔ってないであります。
Oh boy. Yep, he's drunk all right.
まあ、昼ご飯の時からずっとワイン飲み続けてるもんね。
でも、ちょっと横に。
Lie down all you like, Tin. Knocked out. Oh. I hear snoring coming from Tin the moment he hits the sofa. That was quick.
まったく、酒癖の悪いドキなんて悪い冗談だな。ちょっと寝室に運んでくるよ。
Ah, well, let me clean up the table then.
ああ、うん、ありがとう。
We have a lot of things in the kitchen now. Aside from the dishes I'm washing, the place is filled with various spices and ingredients, plates and utensils. But that thing, he only used that pepper. Like, where's the other spices at? That was fun, I whispered to myself. We went shopping together and cooked ourselves a nice lunch. It didn't matter that the date was centered around Tin and I meeting. Yep, it was fun, all right. I recall the lunch we had today as I continue washing the dishes. Mr. Rindo scooped the rice into Tin's bowl. Mr. Rindo cleaned up the water Tin spilled too. It was almost like a father who was taking care of his son's messes. The look on Rindo be cracking me up each time. I wouldn't be surprised seeing a kid riding on Mr. Rindo's shoulders. I know, because we can actually have children, but I'm thinking with Canis, too, Ignis, even Messir, would that even be possible for procreation? I don't know. I can't help but smile at the thought of that. I pause for a bit as I think about something I forgot from earlier because of Tin's appearance. I wonder if Mr. Rindo has a girlfriend. Based on what I know so far, I doubt he's married, but I'm not sure about the girlfriend part. Not that I could ask him straight to his face. I wonder if Mr. Rindo is going out with someone.
言ってなかったっけ？
Tell me what? What? I jump back awkwardly as he completely catches me off guard.
そんなに驚かなくても。皿洗い終わっちゃった？
Now my actual scared voice, you guys would have had to definitely go see an ENT doctor. Cause that eardrums would have been busted. Yes, not that there were many to wash. After giving my thanks for today, I sit on the sofa at the same time Mr. Rindo takes his seat. So is Tin asleep now? I tried to avert attention away from what I mumbled by trying to change the subject. Never works.
熟睡だね。飲んでたのもあるけど、君が来てくれてはしゃいでたからね。
Glad I could help.
それで今僕に付き合っている人がいないんだっけ？
Of course. Him and his darn good hearing. Mr. Rindo isn't going to just let this subject slide, is he? We don't need to talk about it.
ごめん。でも一応言っておくと、今は特にいないよ。
And now, upon hearing that, my heart is soaring.
雫のこともあるしね。なんとなくそんな気になるね。
True. Oh. My heart jumps hearing Shizuku's name. The last time he brought up her name was when we were talking about her a few days back. His younger sister turned into a non-human and he was this close to putting her down. I can only imagine how emotionally scarred he is from such a traumatic experience. It probably changed his entire life. Dots. Oh, is that why this place is so empty? Maybe he lost all interest in material things because he's constantly thinking about her. No, my speculation is probably way off base. In any case, I'm sure he feels stuck in time and hasn't been able to move on. And that applies to Mikado too. That's from me. That's from Rindo.
でも、そうだな、彼女か。君がそうだったら、きっと嬉しいよね。
I was gonna shake my head no, but then I'm like, well, maybe yeah. That's cute. But you could be more straightforward than that. Mr. Rindo stares at me and laughs. I think he's trying to lift our spirits. It's as if he's trying to hide his feelings.
どうかな、おじさんと付き合うとか、なんて。
Not what you saying going steady. You was not born in the 40s or 50s. I can't do anything for him. I had no involvement in what had happened. But why? Why am I so irritated and angry? That would explain why I'm going to say, if I said yes in reply to what you asked, then what? I look straight into his eyes. Yeah, now what, Rindo? I'm looking straight at you. He probably didn't expect me to say that. Unlike the usual Mr. Rindo, he's just sitting there, frozen with his mouth open. Dots. More dots. Wait, why do I have a cold sweat? What in the world did I say? I know it was by impulse, but this is so embarrassing. I want to scream and take back what I said, but that will only make my blushing worse. I decide to scream inside of my head while holding a calm and serene front as I keep looking at him. Mr. Rindo breaks the silence.
それは嬉しい。
That was unexpected. That's from Rindo. That's from me. If I was my usual self, I'd most likely say that Monsieur would be angry hearing what we said, but more dots from Rindo, more dots from me.
今日一日で随分調理器具が増えたよね。
You're absolutely right. I nod and I let out a sigh of relief hearing Mr. Rindo change the subject forcefully. You just kept buying things without a single thought. It was very surprising.
そうかな。
Yes, I do. The clay pot you bought was pretty pricey.
普段買い物もしないからね。途中で楽しくなっちゃったのはあるかもしれない。
Then again, thank you for buying all of them. They all came in handy making those great meals today.
こちらこそお粗末様でした。
Mr. Rindo smiles and nods hearing my reply.
けど、せっかく買ったのに使わないのももったいないし、たまには料理でもしようかな。
A clay pot, I might have to get into that. I need a Dutch oven, I know that for sure. You should. Your cooking was absolutely wonderful, Mr. Rindo. In particular, I wouldn't mind having that aqua pasta. Pasta? You made again. Ooh, that sounds fancy. I bring out the dish that stood out from the meals he made, to which his eyes widen. Ah. I start to blush, understanding what I seem to have implied with my response. Again, Mr. Rindo simply responds like he usually does. He lets out a broad and bright smile.
そんなに気に入ってくれるなら、たまに料理するのも悪くないね。
Hold on, because I'm going to look that up again. Yeah, the fish. I forgot that quick. Once again, hold on.
君の喜ぶ顔を見てると僕も嬉しいし。それじゃあ、君がまた来てくれた時のためにいろいろと買い足しておくよ。
Time continues to pass, and before I knew it, the evening sky has gone completely dark. All I'm doing now is looking up into the night sky, marveling its brilliance amid the room's darkness. As for Mr. Rindo, he went into another room, simply stating that he'd be right back with something. I figured I should sit tight to find out what this something is.
夜景、綺麗なもんだよね。こればっかりは高い家賃に見合ってるよ。
Yeah, it does look pretty nice, all blurred out and such. Ah, Mr. Rindo. I look at him to see him holding in his hand a letter. It's from Grandpa? I could tell immediately by the handwriting used for to Rindo.
そう。スワンさんが亡くなる時に僕に宛てて残してくれた手紙。
He urges me to read it. I slowly unfold the letter. To Rindo, what was what was written after that was the grandpa I've known my whole life. He tells Mr. Rindo to eat healthy when he's not eating at Enchant. He says to find a hobby. He ends by telling Mr. Rindo to live a more fulfilling life. After he finished telling Mr. Rindo his concerns, Grandpa writes about me in the following section. He asks Mr. Rindo to take care of me in case he passes away, and I take ownership of the cafe. He also mentions that Mr. Rindo can take care of the gate if it's too much for me. Oh, take care of it like how? The letter gave me insight into the relationship Grandpa and Mr. Rindo had. That's so Grandpa. He's pretty consistent in how he talks to everyone. He didn't bother you too much, did he? Memories of Grandpa flood my mind. It's making me both happy and sad. Mr. Rindo gently pats me on the head as I wipe the tears rolling down my cheeks.
迷惑だと思ったことはないよ。いつもよくしてくれて、なんていうか、第二の父親みたいな。ソガンさんからさ、君の話はよく聞いてたから。どんな子だろうって、実を言うと少し楽しみだったんだ。
Really? He nods in response.
ソガンさんは、君が店を継いでくれたら嬉しいとは言っていたけど。君にごく普通の女の子として人外に関わらず生きてほしいって気持ちもあったんだと思う。ソアンさんはよく知っていたから、人外の良さも悪さも怖さも。だからもし君が普通の人としての幸せをつかみたいと願うなら、手助けしてほしいって言っていた。だからあえて常連の人外たちじゃなくて、人間の僕に手紙をくれたんじゃないかな。
Dang. Gramps was thinking of me that far in the future. His words jogs my memory back to when I first met Mr. Rindo. Come to think of it, I recall you saying that before. Something about putting more thought into my relationship with the Enchant patrons.
ソアンさんのことづてもあったしね。僕自身も止めるべきかどうか、あの時からずっと迷ってたんだ。
What about now?
今更かな。今の君は幸せそうだし。
I surely do.
アンシャッテの常連もいい奴らだって分かってる。だけど彼らは人外だ。
Yeah, he had to add that but in there.
生まれた場所が違う。住む場所が違う。寿命も違うし、生きる速度そのものが違う。その差は決して埋められない。ソアンさんがみんなと共に最後までいられなかったように。
I guess I'm a bit confused when he says even Siwon wasn't able to be with them until the very end. Like, in what way? I guess I'm a little bit confused with that statement.
だから僕もソアンさんと同じで、これからでも君が普通の幸せを望むなら全力で手伝いたいと思ってる。今が幸せだとなかなか想像できないだろうけどね。
No, I can never get rid of the other men. Ignis, Tu, Messir, even Karia. You should be more worried about that young researcher. A normal, happy life. I recall when I went shopping with Mikado and the other patrons, I was wondering what it's like to be normal, but I still don't know what being normal really means to me. What is normal to me now? It's to live every day as the owner of Cafe and Shant. Mr. Rindo, do you mind if I ask what a normal, happy life is to you?
僕の幸せ。
Mr. Rindo's eyes blink in a flurry as if he didn't expect for me to ask him that. Yes, Mr. Rindo, your normal life is filled with non-humans, right? Your work is about them too. I thought our lives aren't that different. Mr. Rindo folds his arms together and grimaces.
確かに。こら一本取られたかな。
I nod in response. That's me, Renani. Aw, look at this guy.
僕が言う普通の幸せは人間の女の子としての幸せだよ。
He pulls me in closer to him and continues very gently. I could tell immediately he drew me in to get a point through.
君の時間は有限なんだ。人外とも違う。アンシャンテの常連たちと過ごしているとなかなか気づけないかもしれないけど。 このまま彼らと一緒にいて彼らの時間の枠組みで生きていてきっとどこかで歪みが生まれる。
Unless I get turned into a non-human as well.
ずっと一緒にはいられない。人間とは違う存在。それを突きつけられる日が必ず来る。だから君には人間と歩む時間を普通の幸せがそこにあることを忘れないでほしい。
His words are kind and gentle, but I can tell that what drove him to say that to me is a strong regret within him. He may see my life similar to what happened between Mr. Mikado and Shizuku. He doesn't want me in a relationship like that. Mr. Rindo looks at me with stern eyes. I look back without shifting my eyes. Well, please don't forget what it means to have a normal, happy life too, Mr. Rindo. And that goes for your home life, your environment, and your love life. You seem to have the tendency of putting others before you, and I know very well why he does that. It's because of Shizuku, his beloved sibling turned into a non-human. He was about to kill her, but he couldn't pull the trigger. All he could do was suffer and carry on living his life. Maybe he's trying to avoid happiness. Dots from Rindo. Mr. Rindo frowns in pain hearing my words. He tries to respond as best he can.
僕たち二人でそれを探してみるのもいいかもしれないね。
This guy trying to be all smooth. I can hear his breath. I can even feel his breath on my lips. Don't you dare cut it out. No! That's me and Rindo with our ... question mark exclamation point. A sudden ringing. It's always something like a phone or a knock on a door. A sudden ringing of a phone breaks us apart in a flash. Then
このタイミングとはとんでもないね。
Mr. Rindo he lets out a chuckle as he taps his smartphone's display.
はい。もしもし、リンドウですけど。
こちら魔界警察です。
What the hell, police?
そろそろリンドウが痛いけな女の子によからぬことをしようとしていると思って電話しました。
Oh, what the heck? This is Monsieur. Oh my goodness. He wasn't doing that when it was Ignis. He should have been doing that when Ignis was all on me. But I guess that was because he couldn't stop him. But that was only because he had to do away with them. So yeah, that's Monsieur's voice. Wait a second. Are they all watching what was happening here somehow? The timing of that call couldn't have been more perfect. Did they see me and Mr. Rindo? The hell, police. Dots. More dots. About to kiss? Then suddenly, I noticed my heart racing like crazy. My heart is pounding so strong that I seriously think my heart is going to pump itself out of my mouth. What am I? I place my hands on my cheeks as I take a few deep breaths to try and calm myself down. Mind you, that was just him lecturing me. There's nothing between us. It's not like we had an intimate moment just now. I force myself to try and forget about my heartbeat and look at Mr. Rindo only to find him talking on the phone.
何を言うかと思えば、僕がそんなことするように見える。
Mm-hmm.
いや、めちゃくちゃ見える。鏡でてめえの顔見てこいつ。
Ignis with his one-liners. How he get that phrase? He said, "Check yourself before you wreck yourself." Oh, man. You gotta love the men of Cafe and Shop.
リンドウの立ち振る舞いは乙女ゲームでいうところの微妙な敵役ですから。
Ben chimes in too with his video game analogy.
敵とはひどい言い草だ。というか、微妙なの。それなら明確な敵の方がまだいい。
Right. He's like, that's cool, but just make me the boss, so not the mini boss. Oh. My first scenario, hubby Canis. Aww. He said, if you want to be clear, let us talk to me. That's me, Rononi.
はいはい。もう返しますから。自分たちの目で無事を確認してください。
Ah. The clamor coming from the other side of the phone is being ignored. Mr. Rindo hangs up.
これでよしと。
Mr. Rindo has his usual expression on again as he lets out a sigh. He's back to his usual adult form again.
さて、みんな心配してるみたいだからさ、そろそろ送っていくよ。
If I leave now, is Mr. Rindo going to live his life as usual again with his adult front? Does that mean he's not going to think about his own happiness? That's for me. Various thoughts come to mind, but I don't know what to say, and the guys at Enchant are waiting for me. And so I nod in confirmation to his words. Now we to Mr. Rindo's perspective. It didn't take me long to drive her back to Cafe Enchant. I let out a sigh seeing my room as empty as it is. With her gone, this empty room feels even emptier now. Today's date meant a lot to me. Of course, I wanted to ask her out so that I could have her meet the Kure, but I also wanted her to be close to a human. This was all to help her recognize how fun it is to be with other humans. My initial motive was to escort her and give her fair warning. Yes, I wasn't with her as just another smiling patron at her cafe. I was Karu Rindo of the GPM today. And yet, I, as Rindo, was surely feeling that love. I found out that I wasn't associating myself with other humans any more than she was. I tried to convince her, but instead she convinced me. She made me realize I was trying to avoid my own happiness. That's for me. It's true that I began putting everything else before myself ever since I lost Shizuku. Regardless of the reason, and regardless of the result, that incident blemished my soul, and it festered before I could even recognize it. That's when I began to turn my eyes away from happiness, which would explain why I lost interest in everything. Dots. More dots. Even so, how odd. Today's date was... Aw, you know it was fun. Look at all those memories. Aw, it was so fun and cute. And it satisfied the hunger. Yes. My bad. She's much younger than me. She blinded me with her light. I wanted to keep my eyes on her. I rake my hair up with my fingers as I look at the sofa she was sitting on. I let out a huge sigh. Back to my perspective. Phew. I headed to my room and crashed on my bed the moment Mr. Rindo dropped me off at Enchant. Well, to be specific, Monsieur and the gang were interrogating me before that. It was quite an ordeal, but I somehow made it through. I guess I should be lucky I have people worried about me like that. I let out a chuckle as I recall the questioning. I guess the fact that the Kure 10 was with me was enough for them to trust what happened. At the very least, I'm assured that Mr. Rindo won't get jumped by these guys. Then again, I made sure I didn't disclose certain parts that happened. Dots. More dots. That was so embarrassing. I can feel my heart racing again just thinking about how close we were. I shake my head to get the thought out. I then grab my pillow with my arms and roll it onto my back so that I'm looking at the ceiling.
アンシャンテの常連もいい奴らだって分かってる。だけど彼らは人外だ。生まれた場所が違う。住む場所が違う。寿命も違うし、生きる速度そのものが違う。その差は決して埋められない。ソワンさんがみんなと共に最後までいられなかったように。だから僕もソワンさんと同じで、これからでも君が普通の幸せを望むなら全力で手伝いたいと思ってる。今が幸せだとなかなか想像できないだろうけど。
A normal and happy life. I guess he's right that I've gotten used to how things are ever since I took over Enchant. I went to Medio. I went to Bestia. Things happened back at Amasaki Island near my home. Now that I think about it, I sure have gone through a lot. That's for me. Happiness. Well, I used to dream about becoming an idol or a florist or a pastier when I was young. I guess that's a person making pasta. Not pasta, but maybe pastries. Let me look that up too. Hold on. Yep, a maker or seller of pastries and cakes. Let me see how to actually pronounce it. Hold on. Patissier. Patissier? Hold on, patissier. Patissier. Something. I'm getting it. Patissier. Patissier. Or patissier when I was younger. We learning some words, y'all. You know what a girl usually dreams about? But as I grew older, my dreams slowly faded, and by the time I was at my old job, I wasn't really thinking of anything. I mean, I didn't ever dream of taking over Enchant until my grandpa passed away. I wonder what it means to be happy. Having a romantic relationship isn't the only thing that leads to happiness. But will I follow that path one day too? Meeting someone and falling in love? Wearing a wedding dress and standing at the altar surrounded by flowers? Dots. I know it's weird, but I can't imagine that ever happening to me. You a lie because you forget about Canis. Although they didn't show anything with Ignis, it's implied that you became his mate. Well, not like I have a special someone. Right, you have special someones. Right. That's an exclamation point. A message came in. I stood up to check who it came from. Mr. Rindo? I hurriedly opened the message. The message said that Tin was sad when he discovered that I wasn't there anymore. It also says that he wanted to give me a gift before I left Mr. Rindo's place. With Tin completely drunk from all that wine, he's sort of regretting that he couldn't see me before I left. Oh well. I chuckled to myself, but as I read the last few sentences, I nearly dropped my smartphone as I started reading it. It said that Mr. Rindo was considering bringing Tin to Unshan, but since Tin's under GPM's surveillance, he can't let him leave his home without proper approvals. So he asked me to come by again to his home, and next time he'll have something prepared and ready. That's for me. I can go to Mr. Rendo's place again? Don't sound so excited, girl. Calm your face down. I need to calm my face down too. To be honest, I'm pretty darn happy. I mean, I was having a lot of fun back there. I can help with the cooking again. Or maybe we could watch a movie or even watch the latest drama series on TV. Huh? Wait a second. I noticed that I'm getting all excited thinking about going back there. Does that mean that I'm actually wanting to see Mr. Rindo again? That's for me. More that's for me. Maybe this is what it means to have a normal and happy life. And maybe I'm in love? That's for me. Oh, come now. Finding happiness isn't this simple. That's right. Mr. Rindo is way older than me. There's no way I can manage a relationship with an older man. That's for me. Wait a second. Why am I thinking of him as a partner? Then again, Monsieur and the others have been living much longer than me. So in comparison, the age difference between me and Mr. Rindo is like nothing, and that's for me. Huh? Why am I trying to rationalize this? That wasn't even a good reason. I keep rolling around on the bed, never quite finding comfort. After a while, I finally regain my cool as I go back and read the message from Mr. Rindo. I'd love to see you again at my place, if that's alright with you. I can't hold myself back. I somehow force myself from smiling, and I reply back to him, yes, I'd love to come back. A few days pass. Monsieur and the others were looking at me and kept asking if I was okay because it looked like I was acting weird. Well, today is the day I'm going to go to Mr. Rendo's house again. I felt bad having him come down to pick me up, so instead, I'm taking the train and walking to his place.
Yeah, いらっしゃい.
Hello. I let out a sigh of relief as I enter Mr. Rendo's home. I have to admit, despite coming here once already, the luxurious exterior of this place is making me nervous. I couldn't even use the elevator here without getting in contact through the intercom. The lobby area even has a concierge who greets guests once inside. I wish I had that. We got a lobby attendant, but they ain't greeting nobody. This place is luxury through and through. I'm just awed by the service and luxury, something I don't have in my life. Oh, Tin! I'm sorry about the last time. I bend myself down to look face to face with Tin as he jumps happily.
タイミングバッチリだね。それじゃあ料理並べていくから、二人とも先に座ってくれるかな。
Oh, let me help.
いやいや、すぐだから大丈夫。
Mr. Rindo waves me to sit down as he goes into the kitchen. Well, I guess Mr. Rindo is back to his old self again, But after what happened the last time, dots, more dots. Well, you know, stuff kind of happened back then. I was a bit nervous as to how I should approach seeing him again, but I guess he really is an adult, consider how he's already moved on from it. Mr. Rindo came back with a gorgeous meal in his hands for us to enjoy. What y'all eating on? I can assure you, Tin and I are enjoying Mr. Rindo's home cooking. That was really good. Thank you very much.
回復の時間でありました。
よかった。大好評だったね。
Mr. Rindo lets out a huge grin as he clears the plates and sets up for tea time. Tea time!
リンドウのご飯は毎日食べても全く飽きないでありますな。最高であります。
Hearing Tin's words of praise, I glance toward Mr. Rindo.
なんだかやり始めたら楽しくなっちゃってさ。
It's always nice to be able to cook for somebody.
あの次の日からまた自炊をするようにしてるんだ。
I got him in the cooking bag now. Once you get started, you'll ever like, well, I like cooking, but I also like ordering out, so. That's the catch-22. He hasn't been eating well for all these years. Knowing that Mr. Rindo was cooking for himself again made me feel warm inside.
しかし、そのご飯も明日からもう食べられないかと思うと寂しいであります。
Huh? Why is that?
実は事情聴取が終わってね。急遽、てんちゃんが先島に帰ることが決まったんだ。
Back to the island you go, Tin. Really?
そうなのであります。それに決まったのはつい先ほどでありまして。
君が来る直前にどっかから電話がかかってきてね。
Oh, that's quite sudden.
GPM はこういうところ結構融通きかないっていうか、お役所仕事なんだよね。
Tin nods repeatedly as I sit there in disbelief.
だから今日もう一度会えてよかったのであります。
And with that, Tin runs off to the corner of the room and comes back with something in hand. Tin places in my hand a very small clay doll that looks just like him. I guess you could say it's like a mini curry.
ミニクールイ族像であります。
Oh, I want one of these dolls for real. Cute. Mini curry idol?
浜崎島の粘土を使って作った商売繁盛のお守りであります。ぜひ飾ってほしいであります。
I definitely need one of those now. I guess I'm right when I thought it looked like a small tin. It looked cute on the counter back at Enchant. Thank you. I'll put it to good use. Ah, speaking of idols. Two. That weird alien wooden figure that Mikado gave me crosses my mind. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him for a while now. I guess that's not unusual considering he isn't like a regular that comes to visit Enchant. I thought it was gonna be two, but I guess not.
どうかした？
Oh, I was wondering how Mikado was doing.
どうしてるかな。
You haven't seen him recently either?
実は最近事例が出てね。帝昇進になったんだよ。
Really? That's amazing.
だよね。まああれでいて帝は自 GPU に長年貢献してるからね。それで引き継ぎとか結構バタバタしててさ、しばらく会ってないんだ。そういえば昨日あたりに新しい部署に行ったんじゃなかったかな。
I'm not sure if this has to do with his new assignment, but I hope his research offers better results, in particular in relation to Q. I guess Mr. Rindo and I are thinking about the same thing as I notice his sullen expression.
あいつあれでも天才だし、想像もつかない研究ができるかもね。僕もいい年だけども、あんまり希望とか期待とか持たないようにしてるんだけど。
But what if there is a way to turn a former human back into their human form again? When that happens,
おっと、てんちゃんの迎えが来たかな。
they got a courier? Rindo stands up to go and answer the intercom. A uniformed man appears in the display. Mr. Rindo goes to the door to greet the GPM. Well, I guess it's time. Ten's tension suddenly drops to an all-time low. I lift him up in my hands and look into his eyes. I'm sure I'll meet you again back at Amasaki Island. My parents' home is nearby, you know. That's me. Filled with emotions, Ten reaches out and embraces my cheek. The door flies open.
失礼いたします。空冷族10番の回収に参りました。
Look at that stiff in a suit. Code 10? His abrupt and cold tone make me look toward Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo is back in the room with a frown on his face and then walks slowly toward 10.
お別れは済んだか。
Yes.
大丈夫であります。
Mr. Rindo takes 10 from my hands and slowly rubs his head with his fingers. He then hands him over to the GPM.
輸送中はくれぐれも気をつけるように。彼らは繊細だからね。揺らしたり怖がるような真似はしちゃダメだよ。
は、お任せください。
Despite saying that he understands, he quickly picks 10 up and places him in a small case. Huh? You're going to take him in like that? You're going to take him in that? Hearing my words, Mr. Rendo's subordinate tilts his head and looks at me bewildered.
彼女は
I'm his girl, now what? What am I to you, Rindo?
ああ、彼女はあのアンシャンテのマスターズ。
That's the equivalent of just saying friend. Nice to meet you. I nod lightly to which his bewildered look vanishes. Yeah, that's me.
彼女はこの子と仲が良くてね。今日はお別れに来ていたんだ。
この人外とですか？
Yes, this non-human. That's 10 to you. His expression changes to that of disbelief, which brings a sharp pain to my heart. Yes, so please take good care of him.
心配無用であります。今日はとても楽しかったでありますよ。
Tin responds to me with a bright tone in his words, but seeing him in that case makes it seem like he's merely some kind of specimen. Dots from me. Oh, can you put this in there? I take a handkerchief out from my purse. I figured it at least help to make things comfortable and cushion him from bouncing around in there. I think it's pretty rough and cold inside of there. Mr. Rindo lets out a smile and nods in reply.
いいんじゃないかな。ということで、これは彼への選別だ。入れさせてもらうよ。
The subordinate frowns as if he's not sure why that's needed, but he goes ahead and places it inside. Tin happily lays the handkerchief down and lies on top of it.
これは快適でありますな。
Aw.
最後まで感謝ばかりであります。
See, he's comfortable now. Get on, get out of here, subordinate. Well, take care, Tin. The subordinate closes the lid upon seeing Tin wave farewell. He then places the case inside a large duffel bag before bidding farewell to Mr. Rindo.
では自分はこのまま天崎島へ直行いたします。休暇中失礼いたしました。
ありがとう。気をつけて。
And with that, the man quickly leaves. A few seconds pass.
驚いたかな。
No. I'm shaking my head, but I'm lying. I've never had a good impression of the GPM ever since I took over the cafe, but that was so by the books, and there was hardly any emotion there. I can see why Mr. Rindo is a sort of an irregular existence in the GPM now.
うちの職員はどうにも極端なのが多かったね。人外に対して好奇心旺盛なタイプ。人外を毛嫌いするタイプ。ま、僕みたいな重要なのは少ないかもね。
So you try to be the neutral party. Try to be neutral.
今の彼は人外の起こした事件が
That makes sense.
弟さんを失っているんだ。 人外に対してよく思っていなくてね。
He lost his younger brother?
珍しくはない。この前も話したけれど、人外絡みの悲劇はよくある。そういったことをきっかけに GPM に入る人も多いからさ。
Is that the same for you, Mr. Rindo? Did something ever happen to... His response, cutting my phrase, makes me realize what I've just done. He already experienced tragedy with Shizuku, and now I'm delving deeper into his past over other problems he's encountered with non-humans. I choke, knowing what I've done, and try to think of what to say.
いや、僕はどっちかというと好奇心だね。幸いにしてそういう悲劇は縁がなかった。
Not until later.
むしろ人外に興味があったからこそ憧れて GPM に入ったんだ。
Huh? Really?
ああ、そうか。 君からしたらちょっと意外かな。
I really wasn't.
普段あれだけ人間と人外の違いや危険性をくどくど解いてたもんね。
He chuckles for a moment, and then his eyes dulls.
帝ほどじゃないけどさ、人外のことは好きだったんだ。
Mm.
静かのあの一件があるまではさ。
Well, it's not like she got attacked by a non-human. She was doing her experiment, and unfortunately, that happened. So, what did non-humans have to do with that? Let's go. That's from me. It's not like I can do anything. I can't help Shizuku, and I can't save Mr. Mikado. But, Mr. Rindo, do you mind if I ask more about Shizuku? There's no way I could leave him alone, especially after seeing the expression on his face. Even if it was just me being selfish, he is still a regular and a precious customer of Enchant. I am the owner of Enchant, so I have the full right to be worried about his well-being. I wouldn't say you got the full right, but it's nice to be worried about someone else. But no one has the right to be knowing about anybody else's deeper details.
雫のこと、この間話したことくらいしか。
Well, not about what happened, but more about who she was, like how she was as a child. I mean, of course, if you want to share, Mr. Rindo. That's from Rindo. Oh, please don't force yourself. I was just interested to know a bit more about her.
いや、嬉しいよ。
Oh, nice.
じゃあ少し話そうかな。君に聞いてもらえると楽になる気がするし。
Oh, really?
対外的に雫は死んでいることになってほしい。
That makes sense. There's no way he could say she's still alive as a non-human to anyone who doesn't know about non-humans. If so, the most that the public knows would be that she's either gone missing or... That's from me. But don't the people within the GPM know?
組織にとって雫の事故は不手際だからね。臭いものには蓋をしたがるのが大人なのさ。
But
だから当事者以外には極秘事項扱いで公害も難しい。つまりほとんどの職員は知らないんだ。帝の持っているぬいぐるみが人外だなんてことすら。そんなわけでさ、雫について何もごまかさずに話せるのは君ぐらいだ。 嬉しいな。
he lets out a gentle smile. Mr. Rindo begins to speak. Mr. Rindo calmly speaks about Shizuku over a cup of tea. He talks about Shizuku's birth and all the things she went through. He mentioned that he had a sense of obligation to protect her since they were 15 years apart. So she's probably younger than even me. He also said that he made a vow to become Shizuku's acting guardian after their parents passed away. Overall, he seemed a bit shy talking about all of this. He mentions how she's usually calm and a hard worker, but also easy to scare and likes to fawn over others. He states how she loves sweets too. Mr. Rendo's eyes were as gentle as ever while talking about Shizuku, but he also looked depressed. The night arrived before I knew it.
だいぶ遅くなっちゃったね。
He chuckles as he looks at the clock.
近くまで送るよ。店の前じゃなきゃ、まあ、多分燃えかすみされないだろうし。
I'm sure you'll be alright, Rindo. But that's for me. I couldn't immediately accept his kind offer to take me back to the cafe. The smile on Mr. Rendo's face looked forced, probably because of all the Shizuku talk. Not that me being here will help him any, but maybe staying here with him a bit longer will make him feel better. Oh, if only Mr. Rindo just asked more from me. Then again, I bet he'd simply smile like he usually does and just say he's alright. That's from me. Is it okay if I stay here longer? Hearing my words, Mr. Rendo's eyes widen. I can only imagine why.
それはまあ構わないけど、なんでもだ。
I'm not sure how to say this, but I don't want you to be alone. That's from Rindo. Mr. Rindo fixes his eyes on me. Soon he begins to frown and covers his eyes with his hand. He sighs as if he was exhaling his emotions.
あのね、あんまりおじさんを甘やかしちゃダメだよ。
We all deserve to be pampered. Why not? It's okay. I mean, you want to be pampered sometimes, right? See? I probably sound like a kid to him. My suggestion is pretty self-centered, so I assumed he'll come with his adult logic and shut me down, but instead, Mr. Rendo's face is shadowed with sorrow.
辛くなるからだよ。君の言葉が心から本当にそう思ってくれるのがわかるから。
He has that same face on when I talked about Mikado's girlfriend. That grimace. It just looks like a disgusted look to me on his face.
思わず揺らぎそう。
Oh.
忘れてなくしていたはずの何かがね。
He gently rubs my cheek. My heart begins to race as I feel his hand touch me, and then dots. More dots. Even more dots. I think it's for you.
やれやれ。また怖いお父さんたちが。
Just perfect timing. Always perfect freaking timing.
まったく彼ら相手だとプライバシーも何もあったものじゃない。
They surely don't. well, they're probably not peeping on us like the last time. Hopefully. Then again, they could be eavesdropping instead. I'm sure things are fine. I mean, Monsieur isn't the type to do things others don't like.
俺、帝からだ。
Really now? I was for sure it was the men at my cafe. Mikado?
もしもし、帝？
Mr. Rindo answers his phone, but
帝、どうした？
リンド、ごめん。
oh my gosh, what the He messed up. He fudged up. The phone abruptly ends. What is it?
いや、それがよくわからなくて。ただ、ごめんって。
We look at each other as we're both confused, already forgetting the mood we were just making.
なんだろう。もしかして僕の備品でも壊したのかな。
No, he done killed your sister. Mr. Rindo jokingly speaks, but I could tell he was a bit worried. Now we're from Rindo's perspective. I glance at her sitting in the passenger seat. I ended up taking her back to Enchant after that weird call from Mikado. She was very compliant when I asked her to leave since I had things to do tomorrow. To be honest, I'm a bit relieved she obliged, but also a bit disappointed she did too. I'm not sure what struck me back then when she said what she said earlier. If Mikado didn't call me back then, what would I have done? I need to stay calm and stay focused on the present. But if you was a bit more younger, man, I already know. Well, age has nothing to do with it. A person's gonna do what a person gonna do. I coughed to try and stop myself from completing the sentence. Dots from me. More dots from me. I wonder what my dear passenger is thinking as all of this is happening. My perspective. That's me. Yes. My voice comes out awkwardly as he catches me in the middle of a daydream.
ひょっとしてうとうとしてた。
Oh no, I was just thinking, so what is it?
いや、ダッシュボードに飴があるからよかったらどうぞって。
Okay, you don't have to really treat me like a kid. Some candies in the dashboard, really? Now, if you had some pastries or something in there, like that would get me going. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. I don't have any reason to refuse his offer, so I reach out to Mr. Rindo's smartphone is what the heck? I don't have any reason to refuse this offer, so I reach out to, and then it just goes straight to Mr. Rindo's smartphone is ringing again, just straight there. The name that appeared on the screen is, it doesn't look like it's from Mikado.
僕の部下だね。一応僕は有給のはずなんだけど、まあ何かしらあったのかな。
Yeah, time to head back to the office. This reminds me how I never really have a day off with everyone always bothering me. Mr. Rindo chuckles. He must be remembering back when I first came to
とり
Enchant.
あえず出ないとね。スピーカーモードにしてもらっていいかな。
Sure. I don't want whoever to think that their boss is out with a girl. That could lead to a lot of problems. I better keep quiet and hold my breath. Gotta hold your breath. This ain't made of skr. This ain't Death Stranded. We gotta hold our breath for nobody. I answer the call with speakerphone on.
もしもし、リンド。
課長、リンド課長ですか？
I knew it. I knew it. I just freaking knew it. I gasp as I hear a voice of someone in desperation. I can hear screaming coming from the background. Then gunshots.
課長、助け！
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's just go. The call abruptly ends before he can finish his sentence. Mr. Rindo's expression stiffens.
すぐにかけ直して。
Yes. I hurriedly press on the redial icon to no avail. What should we do?
そうだ、帝。あいつの電話が気になる。帝に。
Got it. I tried calling him from the number that was on the history list, but the only thing we hear is the repeating of the dial tone. That's from me. There's no doubt that something terrible is going on at the GPM. Mr. Rindo, we should head to the GPM headquarters right away.
ああ、わかってる。だけど君をアンシャンテに降ろしてからだ。
But Anshan is miles out of the way. They probably need you now.
そうだ。
I'll wait in the car and call Monsieur and the gang, so don't worry about me. I'll be fine once they join us. I reason as best as I can with Mr. Rindo, who silently nods with a stern look on his face.
行こう。
Back to Rendo's perspective. I definitely break the speed limit trying to reach the GPM within 5 minutes after receiving the distress call.
じゃあ行ってくるよ。イルとカヌスが来てくれる。彼らが来るまでは僕も多分15分くらいで戻るから。
Understood. Please be careful.
さて。
After parking the car on the side, I check to make sure I have everything on me. I gaze up to the towering building. The GPM headquarters towers above the buildings in Shinjuku. The usual bustling building is now silent amid the cold night.
どう考えても結構な事件だと思ったけど、外から見る限りは騒ぎになってない。
I know the silence doesn't match the call, which probably means things are much worse than expected. I hurriedly head inside with my guard up. Then suddenly... Question marks are dots and a question mark exclamation point for me. I hear the screaming from amid the silence of the night. A faint, resonating scream fills my ears. I would have turned face. The hallway is empty. None of the lights are on. I follow my instincts directly to the R&D department where I think Mikado should be hiding.
おい、大丈夫か?
I find one of our men on the ground. I hurry next to his side to check on him, but his body was already cold and lifeless. I could feel the cold coming from his body. Oh, and that's from him. His body was unnaturally frigid to the point it was freezing. That's odd. I don't see any blood splatter or anything around here. What is happening here? I hear something. I hear something near the shadows.
誰だ?
I point my gun toward the shadows. Question marks from whoever this is, which I'm thinking is the sis, or Mikado. I can hear breathing, but whoever it is isn't coming out from the shadows.
警告は一度だけだ。おとなしく出てこないなら撃つ。
More dots from whoever this is, or whatever it is. A few seconds of silence. Suddenly, a black shadow reaches out to me. I quickly step back. I whip my gun towards the shadows. I pull the Oh my goodness. Dots question mark exclamation point for me. And now I'm sure Karu is a non-human. But back to my perspective. I hope Mr. Rindo is all right. I'm still inside Mr. Rindo's car. I look at my phone as I wait for him to return. That call earlier.
もしもし、リンド。
課長、リンドー課長ですか？課長、助け！
From the looks of it, it doesn't look like anything's going on inside that building. I wonder what's going on. Then suddenly, I noticed a familiar figure come down slowly from the skies. What the? In his arms was Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo! I jump out of the car, to which Two suddenly stops.
ストップ。近づかないで。
Huh? I stop in my tracks as I hear Two's rarely heard stern tone. I know, but he is an angel, a fallen angel. I then notice Canis appear from behind Two. That's from Canis. He didn't look very well either. Canis, what is going on? What happened to Mr. Rindo? I tried to hold back my shaking as Two calmly explains the details. They went to the GPM right after I called. Scoping out the building, they found a number of GPM staff on the floor. Most of them were already dead, but amid the bodies, they saw Mr. Rindo in critical condition. So they quickly dove into the building. Based on what they saw there, they assumed the GPM was attacked, but they decided to prioritize Mr. Rindo's safety first and fled. And now, they said they sensed something like a hex coming from Mr. Rindo. A curse to a resented opponent for a disaster to befall them. In this game, it refers to a curse that gnaws away the target's life. Hex? I'm not sure what that is, but I noticed Two nod hearing me say the word.
私はそういった類の術式には強いので耐えられますが。人間であるあなたが触れた場合、どうなるかは保証できません。
But can we take him to the hospital?
やめた方がいいだろう。どんな二次被害が起こるかもわからない。人間の意志に何かできる類ではない。
Of course.
一度アンシャンテに戻り、取れるだけの対応をするべきだ。
I feel myself getting pale seeing Mr. Rindo's lifeless face. All I could do was nod in response to their suggestions. I return back to Enchant with Two and Canis in tow. We carry the unconscious Mr. Rindo to an open room in Enchant. Everyone there has come to see how Mr. Rindo is doing. Monsieur and Two cast something in the area to allow me to go near him, but no matter what we do, we can't seem to get rid of whatever is eating away at Mr. Rindo.
ひどいうなされようだな。
普通の怪我じゃないね、これ。外傷はほとんどないように見えるけど、生命力がごっそり持っていかれてる。
He's turning into one of you. It was bound to happen. Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo's body is smattered with black all over. It must be the hex too mentioned. No doubt that's making Mr. Rindo suffer. To think I was talking with him casually a few hours ago. He said he'd return, but not like this. Why is this happening? I'm frustrated knowing that all I can do is pray for his recovery. For now, I need to let the patrons care for him. I stand there just looking at the immobilized Mr. Rindo moaning in agony. Still my perspective at the cafe. It's mid-afternoon. Everyone is at Cafe Enchant. Monsieur, Canis, Tu, and Ignis are there. Karya heard the news early this morning and he came running by to see how he can help. They all decide on what they can do and investigate what happened at the GPM. As for the owner of the cafe, she's currently with Rindo and offering... Oh, wait. So this is just the Enchant. Okay, so yeah, I'll just say it in my regular voice then still. So as for the owner of the cafe, she's currently with Rindo and offering whatever care she can.
それでどうだったカヌス？
カリアと共に健康診断という名目で本部の中を歩き回ってはみたのだが、
職員の人たちに話を聞いてみても特に何かが起きてるって様子はなし。変な人がいないかって聞いてみたけど、何千人単位の職員だし全部は把握できないって。
イグニスはどうですか？
こっちも収穫なしだ。ベスティアに来てる GPM の連中にも聞いちゃみたんだが、本部で問題が起きたとは聞いてねえそうだ。
そっか。こっちも引き続き重曹を除去できないかいろいろと試してみたんだけど成果なし。
今解析を進めていますが、原因と回復方法の究明は時間を要する見込みです。
重曹か。めんどくせえな。殴れねえもんが相手なのはよ。
しかし一体なぜそのようなものがリンドを蝕むのか。
カヌスいる。そのリンドを襲った相手確認はできなかったの？
こちらでは残念ながらですが、現場にはリンド以外の犠牲者も倒れていました。
故にそれらの話も一切出てこないというのはどうにも不自然ではないだろうか。
気に食わねえな。何がどうなってんだ。
With Rindo down, there isn't much we can do now. It was then we heard footsteps. Back to my perspective. I come down to the main floor to grab a sip of water with what little time I have. I notice the usual motley crew talking with each other. It hits me that I haven't tended to the cafe today like an owner should. I'm so sorry, everyone. Let me get something ready.
いいから、てめえは座って休め。そんな憔悴した顔で飯作られても気持ち的にうまくねえよ。
というか、少し眠った方がいいよ。昨日は全然寝てないでしょ。
That's from me. No. I did want to go to sleep, but I kept thinking the worst of what would happen if I wasn't awake to tend to him. I spent so much time thinking of what I should do that the morning had snuck up on me.
看病の続き俺がやっておくよ。水も俺なら簡単に冷やせるしさ。
He has a point. Water can get lukewarm pretty quick, so having Karya keep things cold would probably be better. Well, if you say so, I'll take a break. Oh, thank you, Karya. With that, I go to my bedroom to rest. Still, I can't get rid of all this built-up anxiety. I'm not so sure I can sleep at this rate. 3 days have passed since bringing Mr. Rindo here.
おい、リンドの野郎が目覚ましたってマジか。
Look at Ignis.
具合はどうだ？
Oh, they sure do care a lot. Not like the bears. Canis and Ignis rush into the room as I help Mr. Rindo up so that he can sip on some water. Both of you, calm down, will you? Mr. Rindo is still sick.
君たちが騒がしいせいでおちおち寝てもいられないね。
He's still in pain, but the sight of Mr. Rindo awake makes Canis and Ignis let out a sigh of relief.
心配させんじゃねえよ。
いや、ずっと心配していたぞ。彼も熱を冷やすのを手伝ってくれていてな。
あの箱入りも珍しく、ゲームそっちのけで真面目にてめえの容体、ミシェルとどうにかできないか調べてたしな。
You ain't gonna keep ribbing on my two like that. There's nothing wrong with playing our games.
みんな心配してくれたのか。まさかの事態だね。これは後で何かお返しが必要かな。
That's a good idea.
よっしゃ、そんなら会計祝いに俺が肉焼いてやるよ。
Heck yeah, some steak. Don't forget the tip potato and a salad.
病み上がりに焼肉は重すぎるのではないか。
Chew. And with that, the two rush out of the room while debating what to prepare for Mr. Rindo. With the room now empty and silent, he lets out a sigh. Are you alright? You still have a fever, so... Mr. Rindo quickly stops me from finishing my thought by quietly saying that he's alright. I feel a shiver run down my spine as I think of his lifeless face from earlier. He was so pale, it was as if he was drained of all his blood. I was so worried, I thought he'd never wake up again.
これでも一応ソーンさんに君を任された立場なのに、こんなに心配させちゃ世話ないね。
Please don't worry about me. On the contrary, you should rely on me to take care of you. Just let me be worried, got it? I'll take responsibility of getting you back in tip-top shape again.
それは約束だね。
I tried to smile seeing Mr. Rindo joke about his situation, but I can't get myself to smile seeing his body like that. How can I smile in this condition? The hex. His body's been covered in black by the hex, even after he woke up. Actually, it looks worse now than it did before. That's from me. Oh, so he's not even cured. Ah. Mr. Rindo, what happened back there? That's from Rindo. Canis and Tu mentioned that there were others around you who fell victim when they found you. but no one at the GPM is acknowledging or admitting to knowing what happened. Yes, I added the ing after know. Admitting to know what happened. Admitting to knowing. Oh well, either or. Which probably means that someone is purposely trying to hide what happened that night. Also, who attacked you, Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo pauses for a bit. He hesitantly begins to speak.
確証はない。だけど間違いなくこの耳で聞いてしまったから。
He closes his eyes and frowns in suffering. I wait in silence for what he'll say next.
声が聞こえたんだ。
A voice?
僕の妹の声が。
Hmm.
リンド雫の声が聞こえたんだよ。
That makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's what will be happening. Shizuku's voice? Come to think of it, we've been trying to get in contact with Mikado to no avail. I'm worried that Mikado was also in danger from what happened back there, but if what Mr. Rindo heard is true, right, Mikado's probably gone. No! That's from me. I try my best to say something to help ease the tension Mr. Rindo held. You know, maybe we can think about it a bit later. First, let's get you back in shape. I try to brighten the tone, but Mr. Rindo simply nods in agony. His body is badly hurt, but his soul is probably hurting even more. Mr. Rindo lets out a smile after he rolls back down on the bed.
少し休ませてもらうよ。目が覚めたらコーヒーをもらえるかな。
I got you, Rindo. I don't think it's good for your stomach to drink coffee right after you wake up. We both chuckle a bit before Mr. Rindo slowly falls asleep. I can hear him snoring already. Mr. Rindo must be exhausted beyond belief. I can only assume he forced himself up to bring us all a little relief. That's from me. Putting himself last is so like Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo, please get better soon. I'll have the coffee ready whenever you wake up. I gently pull the blanket onto him. I can't take my eyes off Mr. Rindo's sleeping face. I leave the room after spending a few moments there. I recall what Mr. Rindo told me earlier. I wonder if what he told me is true. When he was afflicted with the hex, he said he heard his younger sister Shizuku's voice. If so, was Mikado around there too? Considering how close he was to Shizuku? No, Shizuku, rather Ku, is a type 2 non-human. I thought type 2 non-humans are unable to talk. That's from me. I tried to think, but there are too many unknowns for me to come up with a conclusion. In any case, it's great that Mr. Rindo finally came to and is able to talk. I just need to worry about making sure he's well again. I keep pacing back and forth as I ponder what I should do. I then notice Monsieur and two who went missing in the morning talking together near the stairs. Ah, Monsieur! Two! Mr. Rindo woke up! Ooh, I don't like that look. A frown dot look from Monsieur. And then two just looking like two, but with dots. And me with dots. I thought Monsieur and two would leap in joy from the good news, but for some reason they don't look very happy. And I was thinking about making some porridge. Oh, and you should see Ignis. He's all into grilling some meat for him. He's still resting in the room, but I'm hoping a few good meals will make him feel better. And more dots from Monsieur. No!
はしないよ。
No! Hold on, I gotta hear it again.
回復はしないよ。
Why? Dots all around. More dots all around. Huh? Did I just hear him wrong? I asked them to speak a little louder, but neither of them seem to want to say anything.
イルと呪詛の解析を続けてはっきりした。触れたものの生命力を根幹から削り続ける類のものだ。ゲーム的に言うのならば、最大 HP が今も減り続けている状態です。回復することは不可能です。
You can recover it too. There's always some magical being in a video game that recovers your max HP. Stop lying. That's from me. Wait a second, huh? But you're lying, right? He came to, didn't he? I mean, he's still in a bit of pain, but
少しではないでしょうね。あれは常人なら悲鳴を上げ、のたうつような痛みを伴うはず。もし彼が無事なように見えるのであれば、それはすべて彼の演技でしょう。
man, y'all chapter 3s be weak. I promise you, man. Like, for real, the only one Connors was good. Ignis was just bad. It was these, man, look. That's for me, exclamation point. Two's words hit me bluntly on the head like a hammer. Wait, so what was that smile earlier? My vision begins to blur as I falter a step back. It's not over. Monsieur continues with cold, hard truth.
騒いでもどうにもならないし、できないから話すけど、落ち着いて聞いてくれる。
What is it? That's from Monsieur. I'm losing my cool. I don't care what I just promised. That's from me. Huh? My mind goes blank. What Monsieur just said is simply not registering in my mind. Did he just say 2 days? 2 days what? Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo's life? Only 2 more days? You're lying. My legs begin to tremble as I fall against the wall. Why? What is going on? He was so calm. He was smiling back at me like how he usually does. And now he's going to die?
あまりにも急すぎるのはわかる。それを飲み込めないこともね。けど、それがリンドウが置かれた現状だ。
Two's chapter 3 has got to be better, please. Isn't there anything we could do? I muster whatever strength in me to ask, to which Two quietly shakes his head.
今のところは何も。仮に解決策があるのだとすれば、呪詛の元を断つしか方法がありません。
I know he'll be saved. I'm gonna get this good ending. Hopefully. Well then, we can...
彼の傷の解析が進んだ段階で、すでに GPM 周辺に呪詛の元がいないか広域探知を行っていました。けれど探知には引っかからなかった。
となると私には見つける術がありません。
How about Monsieur? I quickly turn and implore Monsieur for a cure, to which he shakes his head. Some demon lord you are.
できることはないんだ。地位と魔王とか言いつつ、結局何もできない。
What?
誰かを救ったことがない。
I mean, I suppose that makes sense. He's more accustomed to killing people than saving people, so. But I would have thought he would have had more knowledge of hexes and such, but I suppose.
こんな言い方はしたくないけど、俺はやっぱり
Makes sense.
なんだよ。壊すことしかできないんだ。とはいえ、私たちも諦めたわけではありませんから、できる限りのことは行っていますが。
They both promise me that they'll do their very best to help save Mr. Rindo. But their eyes were devoid of hope. It was as if they were saying that it's already seemingly impossible. It's deep into the night now. I'm looking at the ceiling in a daze. I've been like this for nearly an hour now. I can't seem to get myself to fall asleep.
そうか。みんな心配してくれたのか。
Mr. Rindo's words come and go from my mind as I hear the clock tick and tock.
まさかの事態だね。これは後で何かお返しが必要かな。
He was smiling. I thought he was going to be okay. And yet, he's going to die. No. No. My heart is rejecting reality. But Mr. Rindo hasn't woken since then. Monsieur and two would never lie about something like that. Dots. More dots from me. Then it's really true.
お、今宵は僕のための喫茶店。なんだか嬉しくなる響きだね。そうか。そんなに気に入ってくれるなら、たまに料理するのも悪くないね。僕も多分15分くらいで戻るから。
The time I spent with Mr. Rindo flees from my memories. He said he'd be back. We were only separated for a short while. I won't be able to see Mr. Rindo as his usual self anymore. He said he wouldn't mind taking up cooking again. The more I recall memories of Mr. Rindo and I, the more the reality of his death creeps up on me. My eyes begin to water with tears when I hear my phone ring amid the silence of the night. I grab it quickly and look at the display. I wonder how long it's gonna ring. I just want to see. I was just gonna keep going. Okay. Oh, Mikado, he's alive. Mikado? The one person we couldn't reach. Hello, is this Mr. Mikado? I hurriedly replied, to which I'm greeted with silence from the caller. But soon enough, a voice comes through hesitantly.
君に話があるんだ。リンドの命に関わる内容だ。でも電話で話すことはできない。
Well, I'm on my way.
一人で公園まで来てほしい。
Huh? He cuts the line before I have a chance to reply. I look at my smartphone and think about that call for a bit. If what Mr. Rindo said was true and his younger sister Shizuku did attack him, then Mikado must be involved in some sort of way. But if that's true, then this could be dangerous. But Mikado sounded like he was suffering. Oh, head to the park, don't I'm sure if I just choose don't head to the park, then it's just going to be a bad ending. I'm fairly sure about that. I'm going to say, it's going to be the end. It's going to be like, why you do that? All right. Don't head to the park. I think for a bit with the phone still in my hand. If Suzuku is the one who attacked Mr. Rindo, then Mikado is involved somehow. If so, this may be some kind of trap trying to lure me out. That's from me. I wouldn't have thought like that, though. If so, I better stay put. If I make the wrong move, it could jeopardize Mr. Rindo's situation, and so I decided to disregard the message from Mikado. It's too risky to answer his request. There has to be a better way to help Mr. Rindo. But what kind of results should I expect without taking any risks? Time flies by as we work around the clock in futility. We search far and wide, but come up with nothing to remove the hex. Oh, 2 days have passed. Mr. Rindo doesn't get up again and falls into eternal slumber. No! Like I figured, the end of Rindo. But that's okay, because that's why we saved it on up right there. Boom, boom. Now we're gonna head to that park. I know it's dangerous to head out alone, but if there's a way to save Mr. Rindo, I better get going. I'll have to take my chances if there's even a sliver of hope remaining. Tu is resting in his room, tired from his investigations, and Kanes is keeping watch of Enchant. I need to try and make my way out without them noticing. In any case, I quickly get myself ready as quietly as possible and leave my room. The park is dimly lit by the moonlight. He's there. It's Mikado standing by himself. Now, why are you looking like that and you caused all this? Mikado!
正直来てくれるか不安だった。一連においての僕は真っ先に疑うべき相手なのだから。けど同時に君は来るかもしれないと思っていたよ。僕と雫の関係を、人間と人外の歪んだ関係を正面から否定しなかった。君ならば。
What is going on at the GPM? What is that eating away at Mr. Rindo's life? I want to ask those questions, but Mikado, he starts shaking his head.
いろいろと聞きたいことはあるだろうけど、時間もないし、まずは本題に入ろう。 君が聞きたいのはリンドウの話だろ。
That's from me. I listened quietly for his words. It was then I noticed that Mikado doesn't have Q with him. Shizuku rather. I wonder where she is.
僕は雫の兄だということを差し引いても、リンドウ薫のことを友人だと思っている。だから僕は彼を、リンドウを救いたい。それは論ずるまでもない当然の帰結だ。
I don't doubt it, but still, what the heck is going on?
そう。たとえどんな手段であろうとも、友を救いたい気持ちに偽りはない。
No matter what it takes. The foreboding of that isn't very comforting. What is Mikado wanting to say? Wait, don't be trying to exchange my life. I love Mr. Rindo and all, but hey, not that much. I listen carefully as Mikado looks at me with dull
マ
eyes.
スター君、君はどうかな。君とリンドウの関係は友人、いや友人よりも親しい関係にも見える。そんな君はどう思う？仮に自分の手に彼を救う術があるとして、
If I have the means to save him, but it's not something he
彼が
wants.
望まないものだとして、
That's a question.
君は彼を救いたいと思うかい？
Yes.
僕は選んだよ。君の置かれた状況とは少し異なるが、大切なものを生かすことを決めた。それがたとえどんなにおぞましい手段でも。
I don't need to ask him what he's talking about. Mikado is talking about Shizuku. He's also referring to Mr. Rindo too. All I could do is stand there dazed until Mikado walks toward me. He slowly reaches his arm out. This is...
人外化促進薬メタプラジウム。
Okay, so this is how he's gonna turn into a non-human. And he's not gonna want that.
GPM の闇が作り上げた悪意の結晶。端的に言えば人間を人外に作り変える薬さ。
What? Humans into non-humans? So is this what was used to transform Shizuku?
きっとリンドウはこの道を望まない。これは彼があの日から歩んできた人生を真っ向から否定するものだから。もしも彼に生きてほしいと望むなら、君は君のいわばエゴだけで彼の人生をねじ曲げることになる。
Mikado's eyes are still dull. It looks like he's suffering, and It looks like he's in regret. Still, Mr. Mikado shakes his head and forces himself to hand the vial to me.
この薬を使えばリンドの命は救えるけど魂を救えるかは君次第だ。
All right, I understand.
君なら雫と僕を笑わないでいてくれた君ならきっと
Mikado lets out a weak smile, then turns his back on me. I hurriedly ask him a question. But please wait! Where are you going, Mikado? Where is Shizuku? Mikado doesn't look at me and starts walking. I can't tell his expression with his back turned on me.
僕と雫はやるべきことがあるんだ。どうしてもやるべきことが。
Oh darn. Take care of?
きっとこの先には悲劇しかない。けど全部が終わったら君とリンドと。
I do not like that word tragedy. He doesn't complete his line. He holds his words back and walks away. Well, wait! I have more I want to ask. I hurry and make chase, but I was too late. Mikado's figure vanishes into the depth of darkness. What? I am left with a deafening silence and the breeze flowing through the night.
今のは帝明か。
Kanes appears from the shadows, seeing me stand still in stupor. Kanes! I'm so sorry for sneaking out like this. Kanes must have noticed I left and has been tailing me ever since.
いや、構わぬ。結果的に後ろに控えることはできた。ともかく、今は戻るとしよう。
Go ahead and carry me bridal style. Okay. Kanes and I look in the direction that Mikado disappeared into. I subconsciously grasp the metaplasia tightly in my hand. The following day, I explain to everyone the medicine I received from Mikado. I also talk in detail regarding Shizuku.
人外化促進薬メタプラジア
Or metaplasia. One of those pronunciations. Yes, that's what Mikado said. Does anyone know what it is?
初めて見ますね。
つうか言動から察するに帝の野郎完全に黒じゃねえか。おいカヌス、てめえなんでとっ捕まえてこなかった？
There goes hothead Ignis.
すまねえ。我の判断ミスだ。ひとかけらでも悪意が見られた瞬間、即座に出ていくつもりだったんだ
悪意が全く見られなかったと、そういうわけね。
Well, I guess we could have chased after Mikado the moment Kanes showed up.
いや、動かなくて正解じゃないかな。襲撃犯はおそらくそのリンド雫の方だ。帝を捕らえようが殺そうが、それだけじゃ大きな意味はないでしょう。それにすぐ姿が見えなくなるっていうのは明らかに何かの力を使ってる。それが帝に にしろ、その場で深追いでもして君まで呪詛をもらったりする方がますます一大事だよ。だから後悔するんじゃなくて、これからどうするかを考えよう。
Yes. Okay.
話を統合しますと、やはりその雫という人外が呪詛のもとで間違いなさそうですね。しかし今も探知には引っかかりません。よほど力を持った人外のようです。
仕組みはわからないけど厄介だね。
We look at each other and frown. It was then I noticed that Karya has come down to the ground floor. Ah, Karya, how is Mr. Rindo?
全然だね。ずっと寝たまま。
I see. Mr. Rindo hasn't woken up since the last time I spoke with him. When is he going to wake up? For all we know, he may never wake up again and he will simply pass away. After hearing that he hasn't woken up, everyone in the room turns their attention toward the Meta Plaza on the table.
で、どうすんだよ。
どうするも何も時間がないのだ。リンドを助けたくば今日中に決断するしかあるまい。
だからそれをどうするかって言ってんだ。
そもそもなのですが、この薬を飲めばリンドウが助かるという保証はあるのですか？
Yes, but it's up to me to save his soul. What to do? With Mr. Rindo unable to respond, we need to make the call amongst ourselves. But turning into a non-human, transforming Mr. Rindo would mean that we're going to disregard his beliefs and wishes. After all, Mr. Rindo kept repeating to me about attaining happiness as a human. That's from me. What should I do? Oh, talk with Monsieur, talk with... Okay. I would go in order from how I started it, so Canis to... Or no, Canis, Ignis, and then 2, and then Monsieur. But I guess I'll just go from the top down. I don't think the order would affect anything. Okay. Monsieur, what do you think we should do? Monsieur is looking down and deep in thought. After a few moments have passed, he reluctantly begins to speak.
人間が人外に変わるということは、全く別のものに生まれ変わるのと同義。それまでの人生の何もかもを投げ捨てるんだ。並大抵のことじゃないよ。人間が人外に変わるっていうのは。
Okay. Didn't I just talk with Monsieur? I could talk with him again? Monsieur. Oh, is this the same thing? Okay. Yeah. But it didn't do that. Yeah, it didn't show that purple. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, Canis next. Canis, what are your thoughts on humans turning into non-humans? Canis mumbles to himself.
この問いに明確な答えが出せない。もともと人外である我にとっては、人外になるという事象の重さが理解できぬのだ。
Makes sense. Even though he has a human bottom half.
仲間の危機だというのに力になることができず、すまない。
It's okay, first scenario, hubby. Oh, don't worry. You don't have to apologize.
ただ一つだけ言えるとしたらどちらの道を選ぶにしても彼の人生を背負う覚悟が必要ではないかと。そう。どちらの道を選ぶにしても彼の人生を背負う覚悟が必要ではないかと。そう思う。
Alright, next up is my lovely two. Two, what's your thoughts to, you know, about all this? It's unusual to see him hesitate to speak. I guess he's as troubled about this as I am now.
私は自分の意志で道を選べるのが人間の魅力だと考えています。それを本人の意志が介在しないままに道を選んでしまうのは正しいのでしょうか。
Jeez Louise, morally correct. Well, I know you can't talk to you, a fallen angel, so something you did was not morally correct.
もし命が助かったとしても、その結果、人間としての彼は死ぬことになるのでは。
True. That's from me. Two's right in that even if we do save his life, that would kill the human that was the Karo Rindo that we all know. But not doing anything isn't going to help stop him from dying. That's from me. Last up, Hot Boy Ignis. Ignis, what are your thoughts?
決まってんだろ。さっさと薬を使っちまえ。
I should have talked to him first. I'm right with you. Let's use that thing. Ignis quickly and nonchalantly responds to my query.
このままほっといたら間違いなく死んじまうんだろ。だったら迷う必要がどこにあんだ。
I mean, facts. But
人間だの人外だのうじうじ悩むのはその後にしろ。死んじまったら悩むこともできねえ。ならやるしかねえだろ。
true. Ignis is making sense. If Mr. Rindo dies, there's nothing we can do, period. That's from me. My mind is clouded with thoughts. Mr. Rindo suffers seeing Shizuku turn into a non-human. Then isn't turning him into a non-human a miserable fate that will stay with him forever? After getting their input, I can't decide. But that isn't surprising in the slightest. After all, there's no telling which decision is either right or wrong.
何を悩んでんだよ。普通に死ぬよりマシだろうが。てめえらリンドを見殺しにすんのか。
そうは言っていません。それをリンド自身が望むのかという話です。
And this, my wonderful people filled with greatness, is exactly why you need to, and I know I hate to be the whole in real life advisor here, but have a living will. If something like this were to happen in real life, we wouldn't have to be standing around wondering what Rindo would want. He would have that living will, and we would just follow that thing. No one is wrong, which is why we can't come to a solution. The tension in the air is suffocating me slowly.
俺は
Karia Karya, someone who lived their life thinking they were a human, breaks the silence.
俺はまだガキだから難しいことはわかんないけど、でも人外の体を持つ辛さは少しわかる。
I ain't gonna lie, I would have never thought to ask Karya. He was just sidled on in there at the end. That's from Monsieur.
そして生きていたのに、生きていたいのに、腫れ物扱いされて、捨てられて、避けられて、人に交わりたくても交われなくて。いっそ死んだ方が、そんな風に思ったことも。
No. His words hold weight. His life is exactly what Mr. Rindo's may be if he turns into a non-human. That's from me. This medicine shouldn't be used. The thought crosses everyone's mind.
俺は今、幸せなんだ。
Oh, see, we got that sliver of hope right here. He lets out a gentle smile.
受け入れてくれた両親がいて、道を選ばせてくれた妖精たちがいて、とにかくうるさいけど俺の居場所になってくれたちょっと変な喫茶店があって、それはリンドウさんのおかげなんだ。俺、親に気味悪がられて捨てられた後、今の両親以外で初めて誰かに生きろって言われた。
Karya's eyes swell with tears as he tries to maintain a strong appearance.
俺、あの人に生きててほしい。だってまだちゃんとお礼も言ってないんだ。
I got you, Karya. Because I'm bouncing around too. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it just because Ignis. And then, oh, I wasn't going to do it based off of what Karya said at first. And now I'm going to do it again as far as administering the Metaplaza.
助けてくれてありがとうって。生きろって言ってくれてありがとうって。
Oh, Karya.
だから
Karya, I see a person in front of me who cares deeply for Mr. Rindo, but that applies to me and everyone here. My heart quietly finds solace in hearing Karya's plea. That's from me. I cough a bit to clear my throat. I actually have to cough for real though. I then pat Karya on his head with a smile. The time to decide is creeping up on me. It's okay. I'm sure he'll be fine. The room is quiet. How is it quiet when you hear that ticking sound? That's a clock. I can't stand clock ticking. It's a pet peeve. This silence amplifies. Yeah, exactly. This silence amplifies the clock's ticking. I sit on the side of the bed and look at Mr. Rindo's sleeping face. Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo's body is failing by the minute. He's panting in pain as if his life was counting down towards its demise. That's from me. I look at the vial of Metaplaza in my hand. He said before that he thought it would have been best to kill his younger sister than see her as a non-human. All this time he kept preaching to me about attaining happiness as a human. I want him to live. I don't want him to die. which leaves me with one choice. I understand what I need to do, but seeing Mr. Rindo brings me such doubt. Is it really right to administer the dosa metaplaza? Here we go. I reach my hand out to Mr. Rindo. I'm not sure if I'm doing this to see if he's breathing or if he'll respond back to me. All I know is that I want to hold his hand. I grab Mr. Rindo's hand tightly. It's time. Oh, don't use it. Administer. Oh. Okay, y'all already know I gotta save it up. Alright. We already did that, so I can overwrite that. So we're gonna do don't use it just to see what goes on. I already know what's gonna happen though. That's for me. I slowly and hesitantly move the vial toward Mr. Rindo's mouth. But
人間と人外が共に歩むこと。なんだかすごく素敵な響きに聞こえるのに、最後は不幸になる例をたくさん見てきたよ。
Mr. Rindo's words suddenly crosses my mind. I hold back the vial. No, I need to save him. Wait, he'll be saved by something against his will? My hesitance gets the better of me. The liquid covers the floor as the vial slips and falls from my hand. The last hope for Mr. Rindo's life is now a small puddle on the floor. I couldn't make the call. I couldn't choose a future where he endures a life of suffering. I wail and weep as I chastise myself for not having the courage to take action. And so, all I can do now is see him slowly fall into everlasting sleep right in front of my eyes. I'm tired of these the ends. Rindo got the worst the worst root of them all. Is it because he's human? What you got against us humans, game? Jeez, the freaking wheeze. All right, let's start it right back on up. That's why I say that thing. All right, now we're going to administer that thing. I hold the vial of Metaplasa firmly in my hand.
人間と人外が共に歩むこと。なんだかすごく素敵な響きに聞こえるのに、最後は不幸になる例をたくさん見てきたよ。
I understand.
けど、妹のことだけじゃない。言ったように僕は数多くの人間と人外を見てきた。友人、恋人、家族になった組み合わせも。だけど、その多くは悲劇で終わる。人と人外の違いは必ず歪みとして出る。よくある昔話みたいにね。
I understand.
きっと人間と人外は本来交わるべきではなかったんだ。
I understand already. I shake my head to rid of the I shake my head to rid of these thoughts. I'm gonna add it in there. I got you. I shake my head to get rid of these thoughts. I slowly moved closer to Mr. Rindo. Oh. This is the right choice. My heart is overcome with sorrow as I feel his cold body. I whisper to Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo. If he drinks this, our relationship, the relationship we slowly built, will probably crumble into nothing. The happiness he saw as a human and the relationship he saw between us. Even so, I want to hear his voice again. I want him to live. Mr. Rindo, here. He doesn't respond. I tip the vial of medicine into his mouth. Mr. Rindo coughs and spills the medicine out of his mouth in pain. He probably doesn't have the strength to swallow. Uh-oh, time for one of those. Or maybe he wants to die. It felt as though he was attempting to convey that to me. Dots for me, exclamation point. Seeing his life fade away will make me regret, suffer, and cry in sorrow. So, even if you want to die, I won't let you. May my prayers be heard. I put the metaplaza in my mouth and gently administer the dose. Please, please, please live. I pray for it even if he doesn't want it. I am prepared to pay anything just to see him live. I will carry full responsibility for turning you into a non-human. Even if you aren't human anymore, I'll never turn my back on you. So please, don't suffer in silence. If you need to resent something, resent me. Just please, please live. All right. Oh, of course, of course, of course. Of course. I think he's gonna live after that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping he will, and hopefully he doesn't hate me after administering that metaplaza to him. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know what your choices have been so far in this game, because I just feel like I'm just all over the place. This is my first visual novel game, so now that I got into the groove of things, I know how to pick my different choices. So I'm trying to give you all the roots and the endings and everything. So hopefully this is the good ending. Hopefully. So next up will be some more Mafia the Old Country. I aim to get that out before Ghost of Yotai. So South of Midnight, Resident Evil Outbreak, Resident Evil 4 visual novel will be coming shortly as well. So be on the lookout for that. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe with that little bell jingle turned on so you all stay tuned in, my wonderful people filled with greatness. And as always, much love, much peace, and catch you on the flip side.